Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
Don't you think you ought to tell me who you are first?
Why?
On a bright, sunny, or a rainy day, I can listen to Rene. Topics of the day: why sex don't match the love, our relationship sucks, why the boys play, experience immaturity, politics and currency gains, economics, Spotify it, you can find it, sign of the times for the deaf, dumb and blind. Don't miss it, call it number one, state your name and what's your interest. Rene.
Hey, it's K. Albert. No, bitch, it's K. Rene. Welcome back to a new episode of the K. Rene Show. I am your favorite podcast host, the one you have been missing and dreaming about and fantasizing about for the last several weeks since I parted ways with you all on this wonderful platform I call Splika, darling. So yes, I am back. Welcome back, you guys. Yes, honey. Yes, I got back in this car like I never left you, sitting at the gas station on a hot summer day with all the windows rolled up, and I said, I'm just running in the store. I'll be right back. Yes, but I am back, and I missed you all, and oh my God, it has been a wonderful world in the Wizard of Oz. I tell you, I mean, gee, me Christmas. It's been a lot going on. I know I left you all after episode 12, and then I started back on 13. Yes, 13. What a number, right? Like the one we avoid like the plague on Friday the 13th. I know. It's always a mystery on that day. You don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. Don't walk under the ladder. Don't step on cracks and really break somebody's fucking back. The black cat, you know, like Janet Jackson. Not that black cat. None in it. No, not that black cat. The other one that we don't want to cross our paths. Don't break the mirror. But you do know breaking the mirror is not honestly giving 7 years of bad luck. That's a myth. It's actually supposed to start you over within a fresh 7 on the clock as far as to bring goodness. Yeah, you got to look it up and read more into it. I didn't even want to talk to you about that today, but I jumped down a fucking rabbit hole like I normally do. And I basically was like, it just came to me. It came to me quick. It was in my head. And I was like, you know, I should share this with the people. But anyway, if you are new to the show, and you know, for those of you that are joining me and you're back, and I thank you for rocking with me, and hopefully if you had an opportunity to catch up on, you know, some of the past episodes, if you missed shit, I know I was doing a lot, especially during the weekend, like I normally do, you know, like a period joining you on a 7-day vacation with your fucking boo, and you just know there will not be any fucking going on in this establishment because, oh, Patty Waddy Reddy came to join the party. Oh, wickety, wickety bitch. No, but I wasn't that bad. I'm just saying, I wanted to give a breakdown of an example of an analogy, and it went down another rabbit hole, but it's okay because I liked it and I really did appreciate the way that I gave it. So anyway, as I was saying, if you missed some of the past episodes, hopefully you were able to join in and, go back as far as to find the episodes on all streaming platforms. That's Spreaker, Spotify, iTunes. I know you're waiting for it. iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, everybody that has some kind of podcast, something, I am over there. And also, please follow me here on Spreaker. This is my bottom boo. She is my girl to the end. We are friends. And I know because I pay her, I pay her, cause she pimps my shit out on these airwaves. You know what I'm saying, baby? And I pay her monthly for her services. And I like that because I like what she gives back to me. And that's what I do because I'm her mommy-o, But anyway, she holds me down. So I'm Spreaker, Yes, you can follow me here on IG if you're still there, because, a lot of people left a lot of social medias. I am people, I have left Facebook alone and, because that's a whole nother story. I'll get into that later. But anyway, I wanted to talk about where to follow me. So anyway, IG_K Rene Show, TikTok at Rene Show. You can always follow me on my YouTube page at K Rene Show. And that's where I do the live editions, honey. Yes, you can see me live and in living color. And I am giving everything of basement bunker vibes. And that is where you will find me in my most comfortable gear. I will have a new episode actually this evening. So, listen, I want to apologize first. Can I please, just one moment? I just want to. This coffee is great. Oh my God, yes. I want to apologize. I'm late. I'm late. Listen, I see the time, and I know you're going to really see the time as this episode drops. And listen, I had all intentions, damn it, to be here on time. But let me tell you, I can't do it like I used to, you'll see. But anyway, I've been on the phone talking like a high school teenage girl, okay? And I mean, for the last 2 hours, and yes, I'm clapping. I'm clapping too. I have been talking for the last 2 hours and 45 minutes on the phone, and I was supposed to be here for you guys long time ago. But I'm here now. And I was really enjoying that moment. And so I'm sorry that I'm late, but I'm here, and I promised you that I would be here. So again, as I was saying, follow me and comment feedback, share the content. I know somebody that needs a little good kiki every day or now and then, and they've been uptight and the broom has been in their ass and they need to smile for me. Didn't he do it though on Tiny Desk concert, Scarface? What? Oh yes, if you didn't check that out, you better. You've been missing in action with a lot of things, and I'm not just talking about the wars, honey. I'm not just talking about the wars, okay? I even decided that I was going to start watching RuPaul's Drag Race. I used to watch it back in the day. I did. I was a fan. Stroll down the runway, another payday, and the magazine. Bing, 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 bing. Yes, cover girl. Put the bass in your walk. I used to live for RuPaul, and I saw the coming attractions as just throughout the holiday, the winter break, the holiday that I was on, like you all too. Fuck it. Let's all be real and come clean. We all were on holiday. And I said, I'm going to start watching again. So shout out to my bestie, Amanda in Washington. Yes, honey, I'm going to watch the new season of RuPaul because I know it was a show I enjoyed. And for something in my spirit that jumped out like, woo-ha, like I got that head nod that make you break your neck. It did a buster. It did inside of me. And I was like, I'm going to watch. I want to see this new season. And so I'm going to be there for it, honey. Yes, I am. So, yep. As I'm waiting for my other shows to come back, which I got another, I think 2 weeks, some change, maybe less than that, because I'm not on quick math time right now, okay? My head is not for quick math, okay? So don't you judge me on Saturday. I don't go to school. I graduated, so I'm just saying, just you judge yourself, but whatever. Anyway, I'm going to tune in. My other shows come back on the 17th, and I'm so excited for it. Just as much as Jessie Spano was on them caffeine pills, baby, on Saved by the Bell. She knew she was going to go sing, honey. Wasn't she? She was like, I gotta go. Do it, Zach. Yeah, no, not tonight, Jessie. We don't need you tonight singing a damn thing. No, you need to go home you need to stay in this room and rest yourself, my child. Anyway, it has been a lot going on. Let me just clear the air right now. Tonight, not tonight. I'm sorry. We're still in the afternoon. It's so dark in my fucking room. You don't understand. I give off Dracula vibes, okay? And now that I'm gonna now just, I'm coming clean. I got my braces. I did. I got my braces. And so now, fuck vampire. I'm giving splinter mouth, okay? Shredder. I don't know if it's going to bless me or curse me as far as, I'm going through a journey, you guys. I'm going through a journey right now. I'm locking my hair. I'm locking my hair and I have braces, okay? And I don't know, because listen, I joined the dating site again, and this is how I had that goddamn conversation for 2 hours and 45 minutes. But, I am looking quite different from the pictures that I have displayed, on the dating site. And so I had to go back and claim, I had to change things up on my intro. You know what I mean? Like, I really had to revamp shit.
Won't you tell us all about it?
Start at the beginning.
Yeah. And when you come to the end, stop.
Yes. I had to let people know I am not looking like the pictures you are thriving and listing and got your drool hanging from your chin on. I look a little different now. You know why? Because I'm on a journey and I'm drinking milk. No, but I'm fucking changing. My hair is changing. My teeth are changing. And I still got a beautiful ass smile. Don't get me wrong, okay? I never took away from that. But I'm just saying, I basically am not... It's different now. So you might see me wigging it out. I might have some faux locks on top of these little starter locks in another month or two. I might have braids on top of these starter locks in another month or two. Just roll with me right now. So I don't have that. But underneath it all, I am still thriving and beautiful. I'm got the winter smile. It just got a little bling bling. Let me see your grills. You want to see my what? I got braces, and I went with the braces more so than the Invisalign. The Invisalign was like a committed relationship to joining a church. And I'm not saying nothing is wrong with church. I love Jesus. I think that you can adapt as many spiritual beliefs and practices as long as you know that there is somebody or something that created these things before you even arrived, as well as others. It just didn't appear out of nowhere. So just saying that there's a higher deity that you have, is what you worship, whatever. I am Buddhist, I am Christian, I am a woman, hear me roar. But all I'm saying is this. I cannot be committed to knowing that I'm on a time schedule, and the longer that I'm going to keep them motherfucking trays out of my mouth, those fucking Invisaligns, I'm going to be wearing them longer. So why fuck myself in the way I don't want to be fucked and pay more money and then have more time? Like, what the fuck? Are we doing the Orange is the New Black? Are we singing that theme song? You got time. No, I don't have time to fuck around and keep paying for shit. And this is coming out of my pocket. People have been so goofy with me with these braces. Baby, why'd you get braces? Why do you fucking wear dentures? I mean, I don't know. Like, you know, like I want to fix my teeth. I want to fix the bite. I want to fix the pain I had felt. I knew my teeth were shifting. I told my old dentist, but that bitch wasn't listening. So I had to go somewhere else where I'm drinking milk. No, but they knew what I knew, because I'm kind of psychic and I know that about me. Anywho, moving right along. So, you know, listen, I want to talk to you guys today, or women as well, and men, you know, you in this goddamn fiddle paddle, because it's about the factor of showing too much, you know, as far as when dating and talking about our accomplishments, and is it a red flag or not, you know what I mean? And speaking of church, I went to somebody's little birthday party, and I was approached about church, and I was so hungry. I was just like, listen, I just want to eat, ma'am. You know, that's all. That's the worst thing that you could hear as you're eating, especially at a buffet, is someone at the table asking, do you have a church home? No, I just want to eat this chicken. That's what I got. I don't have chicken at home. That's why I'm here. So I want a little bit of everything, you know, wanted to get a little variety. So, you know, let's do that later, you know. I don't usually watch the award shows, but I did watch the 50th hip hop celebration that was on CBS, and that was, of course, in December. And I mean, the crowd was lit. It was like for old school artists, the hip hop. It was just everything. And the little Thundercats that came out, artists, you know, they came out too and was supporting. But you know, couldn't really understand their shit. All you could do is just, you know, do a little two-step, just bop their heads to the tracks. Well, they didn't understand our hip-hop, because it was actually hip-hop. Because, you know, nobody knows what the la-di-da bullshit that they're singing, so we just kind of bypassed that shit anyway. Like, oh, okay, next song. You know, that's why I listen to the 80s shit and back in the 90s and that type of music, because that's when music was good. You know, it's nothing like having the nature channel on in the background as I do this show, and I look up and I just see mice running around. Not in my fucking house, on the goddamn show. So it's just weird. And then there's an owl that looked like it's about to go on demon time and just tear these motherfuckers apart. Like Scar dropped Mufasa, like, long live the king. You know, anyway. But, speaking of, you know, the only two Spanish songs we really know, and I had to come to a realization of that, and it came to my attention in December when I was really Virgoing through, because this Virgo has been Virgoing since I've been on break, and you guys don't understand. It has been, it's been a lot, yes, and I'm glad I don't have. Well, I would never go around toting my guns to be trying to be at the OK Corral, and I'm thinking I'm Doc Holliday, you know what I mean? You know, I'm your Daisy. I'm not that, but just saying, like, I had to Virgo through some things to come to this new year and know who I was not going to be anymore. Yes. Yeah. So with all that being said, I come to this realization as I was going through, that the two songs we tend to know as far as in Spanish like that is Feliz Navidad and La Bamba. And I mean, it's the only ones we can sing in fluent Spanish, like throughout the parts. Other than that, we don't know. But I have been vibing to the Spanish channel on the radio lately, and I really do enjoy their tunes. I know I don't know half of the nothing that's going on. I'm sure if you kept repeating it, I could catch back on and go back through that first year Spanish class that I had in 10th grade. But other than that, it's all a blur. Other than that, with me speaking of my braces, yes, my braces, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, I am fucking Splinter. And I don't, like I said, know if that's going to make or break me because of the fact that, when you see these wonderful, pretty little, glass slipper teeth. That's what I just thought of that. Go with my vape vibe. I know there's people that really enjoy head, and I know I'm not tooting my own horn, but maybe I am driving down the street beeping, beep, beep, beep. I know my game is superb, but the factor is that it might be a problem because dun dun dun. People that want to hook up with people, even if it was a one night stand or actual relationship, whatever the factor is that people are looking for, I know in their mind is like how are we going to work that out? Like, because I'm scared for her to attempt. And is she going to cover all bases of those brackets that are made of, scratch, materials? Is that coming from my precious meat? Is that, I don't know, you know what I mean? And so therefore I don't know what is going to happen. Maybe I have now set myself back a year and 18 months within the time frame that I know I'm going to have these braces. 18 months, not a year and 18 months. I'm sorry. 18 months, year and a half. That's what I meant. You know what I meant. I told you with the quick math, don't fuck with me today with that. Okay. Cause I can't do it. But anyway, like I said, I got the braces and I noticed that, I do talk a little different. I can't do this poker thing I used to do with my lip. Like I used to have little sexy little things I used to do with my mouth, like a lip bite, like a little pulling on the corner. I can't, I can't do that anymore. And then there was this one thing I used to do was like a poker thing, like when I would talk and like certain like words, and I know I would do it because I perfected that bullshit. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's my signature fucking Sheryl Crow lip, that I do. All I wanna do is have some fun. Hey, I have the feeling. Anyway, I can't do that anymore. Yeah, but it was a part of my flirtatious fucking vibe. And it's like, fuck, shit, damn it. But I mean, other than that, it wasn't like I'm fucking and doing shit where I need my mouth to be doing things. And so it was like, listen, I've been single for all these umpteen amount of months and time. Like, I guess I can give myself time on this journey to now have something, whether they're going to take me for what I am, as Mary said, or leave me the fuck alone. And so that's why, like I said, I had to change within the disclaimer and some of the pictures on my profile because I wanted people to know, like, listen, if you're not rocking this way with this wave, then you can't roll with me. And therefore, at least I'm being very open and honest up front. Like Steve Harvey could have did with us when he did his show, and the Steve Harvey show, and he was wearing that fucking, toupee piece, that, man unit that Kat said, because Kat started Virgoing in this part, which is called the beginning of the new year, because he chose violence. And I love Kat, and that is my Virgo brother in, spirit of nature. So yes, Kat, yes. He dropped all those facts and goodness, jewels and stones, and he has receipts to back them up, and a Virgo ain't going to start Virgoing unless we have receipts to back it up. He made everybody feel fucking just belittled. And then to throw shots at Shannon Sharp on his own podcast or show of Club Shay Shay, who didn't even have as many viewers as far as subscribers that had as far as within the views that episode received. And that's why people hate us Virgos now, because we have so much magic and that people can't stand it. And then the fact that you hate on it, and it's only because of the fact that you don't naturally possess it. And like I said, motherfucking ladies and gentlemen of my show, that's how I knew what I knew about the fucks in my life who were using and abusing, who were basically trying to play and get what they could and take and mentally drain and rape of all of your goodness and the magic that I have that I would share and give to others and instill into them with my prayers and my saging and my crystal work and just speaking great things into the existence of the universe. Thought that they were going to keep raping me through another year. And I said, let me block, let me delete. No, they're no longer on the team. No, they're no longer with us this season. No, they're not on the roster. No, you can go to another person and ask them if we've seen them. We don't know who you're talking about anymore. Sorry, that name does not come up in my Rolodex. Okay, baby? Okay. Now, moving right along. These teeth are 44 years old. And yeah, like I said, it's kind of like having to find your sea legs again. You know, like this ain't the same shit I had when I was younger. Okay, so now I'm chewing on the back teeth. Okay, and there's a lot of shit I can't have. And you know what I miss so much? I miss nuts. Oh my God, I miss nuts. I miss them, and I miss them in everything. I mean, nuts in chocolate chip walnut cookies, banana walnut bread, fucking butter pecan, just anything with nuts. I miss it. I miss it so much. I miss nuts so much. Oh, it was like I had to wean myself into this whole different diet. And I was just like, oh my gosh, how am I supposed to do this on my own? Oh my God. Listen, you get more loyalty from a parakeet out here than you do from these fuck people that you're trying to hook up with in these streets. I'm telling you. And that's why I'm okay with just dating casually, lightly. You know, I'm about to be like Dominique LaRue. You remember Dominique LaRue from Harlem Nights? And he asked her at dinner. I can't even remember that fat fuck's name. And he was like asking her about Mr. Quick. And he was like, is that someone you'd like to fuck? And she was like, yes. That's how you're going to have to treat these motherfuckers out here. Seriously. Especially if that's the kind of time that you're looking for, ladies. And I'm talking to ladies right now. Because men, y'all been doing your own ding-a-ling shit forever. So I think that is your agenda. Is that every little woman that you find, it's always your question in head. Is that someone I'd like to fuck? Yep. Fuck her over mentally, in and out. As far as her spirit, her time, her energy. Yes, that's who I'd like to fuck. You know, ladies look at it a different type of way as far as it doesn't matter who you're with, you know, what you choose, your gender, whatever you want to fuck with, you fuck with them. But again, that's the kind of time. Might have to be on that time like Dominique LaRue. But see, she got fucked up in the end, though, because he shot the shit out of her. Yes. You know, it's going to drive me crazy that I cannot think of his name. What was the guy's name? If you guys remember, because I'm having a brain fart. The guy that ran the other casino and stuff, and he was the gangster guy. What the fuck was his name that Dominique LaRue was fucking with? And she was his little, you know, fucking hoe. He was pimping the shit out of her pussy. I mean, throughout, okay? And then she died because fucking Quick fucked her up quick. Anyway, and I want to say Biggs, and it's not. But seriously, I'm just saying, you got people that put the bar all the way down to the bottom where our ancestors drowned, the ones that jumped off the boat and the ships and shit because they just wasn't having that shit. That's what I'm talking about. Like, seriously. And the thing about it is that, of course, looking into the thing as far as with, I think, trying to lower some of the standards. I know I am a picky bitch. I am a Virgo. I know I am picky. I know I'm looking for a certain type, way, vibe, but I'm also becoming more open. As I've said that before I parted ways with you all before break. I'm becoming more open and, accepting to the ideas that, like, maybe I can try some things a little different, or, maybe I can deal with that accent, or, maybe this might be something that might actually put righten up my day and my life. But, being able to do that, you got to be really open to doing it. You know what I mean? And, one thing that I have learned is that not just on the mental aspects of men, but, meaning women, but men are struggling too, on the mental front of, the rejection that they suffer as well. And, I think we all carry a heavy burden on things as far as where we're going to be. It can give off to where, like, how we had these expectancies of what we were going to do in life. And what we were going to do in life, we wanted to be at a certain place by a certain age. And then we happened to not be where we basically thought we were going to be or were supposed to be. You know what I mean? So with that being said, it's something that we have to be very careful on, especially when we're trying to be out here and dating. And then, like I said, let's keep it 1,000. We are middle-aged. People that listen to my show, I'm sure I don't have no 18-year-olds listening to this show. I'm sure I could help you within whatever kind of way you think I could, as far as if you go back onto past shows or whatever. But let's just be clear. Excuse me, that's the coffee. Let's be clear. I'm talking more so within to women's and how our needs are and how they're changing, especially how the sex drive gets higher. And I think you can increase your sex drive if you have the right sex partner. I think, of course, connecting into the same mental capacity, energy, vibe, feelings, you would want to probably heighten, or you would have it heightened because you enjoy that connection. You want to have that connection. You're going to thrive for that connection. And for those of us who are single, and then again, to the fact that it's like, I'll find what I find. If not, it's okay too, because it's been this long of not having a partner, a relationship, companionship. It's like I said, you're finding, even trying to put yourself out there, let the walls down a little bit, to the point of just maybe you're like, let me swim back to the land because it's dangerous out there because of the inconsistency with the conversation. You don't get the consistency. And again, it's not asking really for much, but the way that technology has become with now it's texting, and then you're trying to figure out, well, when did our people, our middle-agers like us, fall into this trap where we're accepting the texting when we wanted to be on the phone all night long, like having the phone to the point you sleep on the phone with the other person sleep. You didn't have not caller ID, call waiting, call forwarding. So the line was just busy constantly, knowing that there's a teenager on the phone. Like, when did we lose that to where we have to do, and then text messaging, it gives off this whole other tone. Like, the tone is not always right. You don't know where that person is coming from. And then you're like, Now, this is my motto. If I have to text you more than 3 times, let me back that up. Reverse. If I text you 3 times and you come back with another, I'm not texting back. Now I'm going to pick up the phone. This is conversation worthy. we're going to talk, because obviously this conversation has more to give than just 3 text messages. Now we're past it. That's my border. That's it. That's my cutoff right there. No more than 3, or I'm going to talk to you. It's nothing more attractive of knowing that someone your age and grown and older wants to actually talk to you on the phone. They want to hear your voice. They want to have the conversation. They don't got time to double thumb it down. Like, nobody wants to type. I type during the day. That's my full-time job. I type so much, and I wasn't even a typist. Go figure that shit out. Like, seriously? You guys gave me a position of something I never had to do, and now I'm just as quick and fast. Like, I never even knew I had it in me. Probably how, like, when you try to get anal for the first time and you're like, oh, it hurts. But, if you just bear down and relax, you don't know that you had it in you, right? You're like, damn, what all the possibilities that I could do. But no, let's steer the boat back around, as I was saying. With all of those things being said, we, again, sometimes, because we have become so far independent, because we had to, because of all the time, the years, the months that have basically lapsed and have given us nothing, no kind of companionship, no one to split down some of those household chores with. And so that's why it's like, okay, but through those times, we gain accomplishments. Accolades, we start businesses, and then by us doing all of that, we're not doing nothing but growing more. So it's like, yeah, the scary thing is it can be a deterrent. It can basically cost you more as far as for someone to get to know you, to the point of looking at you, well, you got every goddamn thing that you need. So what do you need from me? What could I possibly bring to the table? Again, sometimes newly dating, it's way too much. Saying way too much, it hurts, because of us, we're feeling so proud of our accomplishments. And it's just like I said, of having a child, seeing that child go through to make it through high school, to graduate. That's us. As a parent, that's my accomplishment. I helped to keep my son on track. I knew that if his grades was slacking, I had to step in and get that tutorer. I know that he appreciates the fact that I, at the end of all of this, even through probably the blood, sweat, and tears and disappointments and the disagreements, but the bump in the heads, it paid off. And my mom was there to make sure that I needed to be where I needed to be for this next step in this thing called life. Level 2, let's go. Now we're in adulthood, so yeah, that's the accomplishment. Especially, again, wanting to share them with others and potential prospects. It's ruining it for ourselves. It's not giving the person a chance to find out where they may be able to really fit in and to such an established life. But on the contrary, it's not a bad thing, because at this age, it's like, shouldn't we be where we are? If not here, then where? Maybe a little, even more ahead in advance, but worst thing you could actually hear as far as is to know that nobody has drive to do anything more than where they are in life. The thing is, we see the economy as fucked. We know it is. We know because of the prices, the increase of the food. Every year, every so many months, we get a list of things we cannot have, we shouldn't eat, it's not good, the soil, it's bad, it's a recall. It sounds like a damn car, where these Kias and the Hyundais are fucking jacked up. And then you're like, oh my gosh, so we got to go down there and get this part done because it's a recall. So it's like, okay, this is not what we're putting in the body. Like I said, this is the second half of the game. And the second half of the game, it's like these are supposed to be our best years. So now we know how to eat better. We know what we need to do. But we also, again, know what we are going to settle for and what we're not going to settle for. Maybe we do talk too much, ladies, in the beginning stages of trying to really, get a bang out of our buck. Not saying we're paying for escorts, not that fucking bang out of the buck. Maybe you are, but just, I'm saying, maybe listen more instead of talking so much. Let that other person volunteer more of their information, sharing their dreams, if they have goals and what they are doing and why they do what they do. There could be that background story, to it all. We also have to remember that, and that comes to me as well, as remembering that some people at this age, they now do have ailments. They have, things as far as where they might have to take a medication or two, because yes, we're getting older. In 10 more years, as far as I'll be 45, we are going to be senior citizens getting those discounts and those AARP cards. Why wouldn't you not have any ailments? The thing is, again, we, can pick and choose as to know if it's something that we can see ourselves dealing with in the long run, if this is the person we want to invest our time in, especially with the simple fact that, as we are older and we all have been doing this a long time in life and we're not new to the game, we know what we want, we know what we don't want. And I think that's why we actually can interview and look at prospects a little bit faster in as far as the stage of, is this something that I can actually deal with or not? Do we honestly have time though? I mean, when it comes to meeting potentials, do we have time to scale it out? Do we have time to play ourselves up and give someone 90 days before they get to smell and taste you, feel you on sexual levels, of all sexual levels? Or do you want to just basically know that if you do spend those 90 days within just, again, trying to get the mental thought process and knowing if you like this person, you don't like this person, or what else can we do or not do, and then you get to this point and then they try to backhand and slam the game in your face to say like, well, I thought we were getting to know each other. And I thought that's why we were talking. And now the fact that you know who I am a little bit more now, and I've trusted to open myself up to you, and then to actually, get in bed with you and exchange energy and fluids and everything else with you, then how are you going to play me now because of the fact that my sex game is XYZ, or I don't do all of enough of what you're looking for me to do? Now the plot thickens. Now, do you start over and go and do this again? This is why dating at the middle age is like speed dating in one facility. Because of the fact that, you can have a couple of different people as far as where you can date, and dating with intent. And again, you may, want to say, hey, I know my worth. I know where I belong. I know who belongs with me. And if it takes me to be in another 10 years to get what I know that I deserve, then wholeheartedly, that's what I'm going to do. What do you think you're going to open up to? Because then your pickings will get slimmer. And then as you, wait another 10 years, that person is older. And again, if you're being hit on by people, let's just say, 10, 15 years older than you, like I am, because people want me to be trophy looking on their waist and arm and hips in the presence of pictures and showboating in the public, what do I get out of the deal as to know that basically you already may be on several medications, and I don't know how much time we actually really will have as far as, especially for me to invest, when I know right now at this age what I need and what I'm looking for. And it's not just what I need, it's what my body needs. It's what my mind craves as well. And I don't know if you're going to be up for that game and that challenge. And therefore, again, why would I wait but so long as to know if this is going to be a good investment? We can do movies, we can do dinners, we can do all of that. But yes, I still want to talk to you and know, do you have any other ways that you would like to go of advancements and growth in life? Besides the simple fact that we all know that we're all looking for a good thrashing and smashing when you're single and you have been, of course, you're going to want someone to meet those needs. But also, if you have a plan, maybe you can incorporate them into what you already have of what's going on. What I will say is watch your paperwork, though. Watch your not only physical and mental investments with them, but understanding, again, how far are you willing to go on the investment of commitment. As you're older, is marriage important to you? As far as the reason why you may have all these accomplishments and where you are in the growth of your life, is that something you did for yourself? It better sure the fuck have been that was for you. Not more so on the bragging rights for somebody else to hear as in another type of way of how you're giving the energy, but more so it was for you because you wanted them to know. Yeah, exactly. We're going to have fun with this second half of this Rene show, you guys. This is just, again, me coming back, open it up, give you something to think about. Listen, I say, leave me comments and feedback. Follow me, share this content. Let me know what you think. That's a question of the day. I'm going to also have it underneath my live edition, honey, which is going to be posted very soon on Rene Show on YouTube. Please follow. Again, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. But it will be, as you are now older, do you think that you need to give that person 3 months before you actually have sex with them? Or are you willing to see and taste the water within at least maybe the first month? And again, being that we are grown, you can do what you want to do as far as even the first day. But again, as far as remembering how sometimes people dish ideas and plans out to you to see what kind of bait you're easy to take. And it could all be the setup of the trap. And that's another reason why you have to understand the person that you're talking to. You have to know how they wheel and deal mentally. And then again, just because, sis, you're looking for a feeling of some release of stress or, well, can you make me feel good moment? That might be your first and last time, especially by you talking to them and getting to like their personality and what they have to offer. You might want to be very strategic on how you play that hand. Because sometimes that person's going to appreciate the fact that you didn't fold and that you win the game. Food for thought. Yes, as I said, we're going to have fun. I'm going to see you next Saturday, 1 o'clock. I promise I will not be, pillow talking and teenage mutant ninja turtling. I'm not out here to shred her up nobody's insides. I'll take your soul. No, I'm sorry. You know me. This is your girl, your dark girl, in this dark ass room. But no. I'll see you next Saturday. Tune in next Saturday. Thank you all so much for being here with me. I appreciate the love that you continue to have for me throughout. Yes, without you guys, I would not be here. I would not do it. I would not step up to this microphone. So thank you for tuning in and have a great week. Bye.